This candidate, after graduating from Maimonides High School in Brookline, Massachusetts, spent 2 years in Israel before entering Yeshiva University in the fall of 2007. He has been actively involved in a variety of extracurricular activities, with his focus centered on community work. He has been the director of the YU Literacy Program since 2009, a program which coordinates the tutoring of local public school students by YU tutors. Over the year, the 2011 YC valedictorian has been one of the leaders of the Heights Initiative, an initiative designed to garner student interest in social action. He has also taken on an active role in the Judaic Studies program at Yeshiva, being Rabbi Koenigsberg's MYP Shir assistant for the last 2 years. Always interested in scientific research, the YC valedictorian engaged in a neuroscience research fellowship at the Weizmann Institute last summer, in which he studied the effects of Fragile X syndrome on brain development. Over the course of the next year, as he applies to medical school, he plans on continuing his learning in REITs while also working as an intern in the Center for the Jewish Future. It is with great pleasure that I welcome Adam Berman to the podium to deliver the 2011 YC valedictorian.
It was my junior year of high school, and it was time for college hunting. After spending a relaxing weekend with family in Long Island, my parents and I headed for Manhattan to visit Columbia. When our day was complete, my mother asked me, "Adam, you know YU is only a few blocks uptown. Are you sure you don't want to stop by and check it out? We don't even have to get out of the car." To which I responded, "Mom, I am not going to YU. I will never go to YU. Please, can we just go home?" I was tired of the dual curriculum I'd experienced for 12 years in day school in Boston, and I was ready for a change. I wanted something new, something exciting, something different. After the college hunt was over, I was set on attending Washington University in St. Louis. With its beautiful campus and warm Midwestern culture, Washington University was where I wanted to spend my 4 years of college. When my acceptance letter arrived towards the end of that year, I was elated. Finally, I could breathe easy, knowing that I would attend Yeshiva in Israel the following year, and then Washington University for the next 4. Attending Yeshiva in Israel was an eye-opening experience. I learned that the texts I studied so diligently in high school were much more than just an archaic grouping of passages written in Hebrew or Aramaic. Instead, the Torah was a living and breathing way of life, one which I wanted to further explore. I soon requested a second-year deferment from Washington University, a request which they miraculously granted, to further engage this heritage in a meaningful way. Over the course of that second year, I realized that serious Jewish learning is a lifetime pursuit, one that I wanted to take part in. With that realization, I began to look into YU, I met with Dean Sugarman in Israel, and the rest is history. Each one of us is unique. Everyone has his personal story that has shaped who he is and who he will become. I have been amazed every day by the people I have met here over the last 4 years. Each one adds something distinct and tremendous to our community. We are the building blocks of the Jewish future, and our university has provided us with the tools necessary to go out to the world and make a true difference. Before a recent television interview with the Asian branch of Voice of America, Rabbi Brander of the CJF prepped me and 2 women from Stern College about what to communicate to the Asian audience about the Jewish people. He described what we do as a university and as representatives of the modern Orthodox world as, quote, a sacred synergy, end quote, creating a synthesis between the values of Torah and Mada, Torah and science. Of course, all they really wanted was to see me have a bowl of matzo ball soup on camera, but nevertheless, what Rabbi Brander described is accurate. The Gemara in Tractate Sukkah 28a relates an unbelievable story. The Gemara explains how the great sage Hillel had 80 students, the greatest being a person named Yonatan ben Uziel. The Gemara relates that when Yonatan ben Uziel would sit and learn Torah, Kol of sheporech alav miyad nisraf. Any bird that flew over his head would instantly be burnt to a crisp. Yonatan ben Uziel was so holy that when he learned Torah, birds literally dropped out of the sky in ash. Pretty impressive. The Balei Musar, the sages dealing with ethics, ask an obvious question. If Yonatan ben Uziel was so holy that when he learned Torah, everything around him would literally disintegrate, then what would happen when his mentor, his teacher, his rabbi, Hillel, would learn Torah? Is there possibly a higher level than that attained by Yonatan ben Uziel? The Balei Musar answer that when Hillel Hazaken learned Torah, the birds kept chirping, the bees kept buzzing, the grasshoppers kept grasshopping. Harmony. Nothing would change. No lightning, no fireworks, not even a doomsday rapture. Simple harmony. That is the highest level. But why? To be personally holy, to have an internal fire is no doubt tremendous. You are holy, but everything around you is not. That is why when Yonatan ben Uziel learned Torah, everything around him was destroyed. He was so holy, but in his eyes, everything around him was impure and didn't deserve to exist around him. However, the highest level is to be holy, but at the same time to recognize that everything in this world is a manifestation of God's presence. Everything in this world has a purpose and a goal and can be used for good. That is why Hillel was the greatest. Not only did he possess an internal fire, but he was also able to recognize that the physical world has a purpose, a goal, and inherent meaning. What we do here at YU is exactly this. We recognize the beauty of this world, wholeheartedly pursuing excellence in the sciences, humanities, and arts, while at the same time engaging our Jewish heritage in a meaningful way. This is not a world to haphazardly write off for the sake of holiness. Instead, by interacting with this world filtered through the lens of Torah, we're able to appreciate the world's inner beauty. This is truly a sacred synergy. This special mission that we strive for here at Yeshiva can only be accomplished by a group of unique individuals. We are a team, a community composed of individuals striving to achieve a common goal. Each person's story and individuality combines to create this vibrant community able to flourish and grow. At this point, I want to thank my family, my mentors and teachers for helping me discover my passions and strengths and for always supporting me. I'm truly grateful for the relationships I've been able to forge with my Rebbeim and my professors here at Yeshiva. It's been truly a wonderful ride. But most importantly, I want to thank all of you, the unique members of this class, my peers and friends, for allowing me to join you in the mission championed by our university and by the Jewish people at large. Thank you.